A very good afternoon to you all. Pranam, Namaste, Jai Gurudev. A very happy Thursday afternoon in UK to you all. A very happy evening to everyone in India. A very happy morning to everyone in America and Canada. And just a happy Thursday to everybody who is watching this video. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to our Thursday Akhand Jyoti session. Before we start the session, let us all pray Gayatri Mantra once, followed by Guru Vandana. Hands joined, eyes closed, spine up, sitting relaxed. We chant one Gayatri Mantra. Take a nice deep breath in and deep breath out. Bhurbhuvah swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yo nah prachodayat. Guru Vandana. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Para Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Sarvadevebhyo Namaha, Sarvamatrushaktibhyo Namaha, Om Shri Navagraha Devatabhyo Namaha, Sarva Gurubhyo Rishibhyo Pitrubhyo Tirthebhyo Namaha, Matradev Namaha, Pitadev Namaha. For those who have just joined us, welcome again to the Thursday weekly session of Akhand Jyoti. You all must be wondering, why am I here so early today? Because I've taken a day off today. So I'm early here today. It's a beautiful, nice, sunny day in London. Lord's sun is shining. And it is my very dear father's birthday today. For everybody who's joining us, welcome. Namaste, Jai Gurudev. I can't read your messages just now, so I will read them after the session and I will respond to them. So today, what are we going to do in the Akhand Jyoti session? Today is something different. I'm not going to be doing any reading today. I'm going to be saying on a topic without reading. So what is our today's topic? Our today's topic is that if parents do what they ask their children to do, then this world would be a different place to live in. Parents, not only just our parents, but mainly we as parents, if we do what we ask our children to do, this world would be a different place to live in. That is what Param Pujya Gurudev says. Pandit Shri Ram Sharma Acharya Ji, the founder of all world Gayatri Parivar, Shanti Kunj Haridwar. Today, the topic is on parenting. in our role as parents, our duties, our responsibilities as parents. We all like to be good parents. We all like to be very good parents. And we try and do everything that we can for our children in terms of providing them good education, mainly giving them a good life, wishing them good in the world. And there are parents who are not able to provide their children what they want to provide, what they would wish to provide. So is it all about the physical things, the material things that we need to provide our children? What else should we be thinking of? So this is the slogan. The topic has been chosen from the slogan of Param Pujya Gurudev, who says, if parents do what they teach their children to do, then this world would be a different place to live. What does that mean when we delve into the meaning of that slogan? If we want our children to be good human beings, then we need to be good human beings first. If we want our children to learn good values, then we need to practice those values first in our life. Remember what I said just now? Not only just have those values, but practice those values ourselves first before we can teach our children. There is a saying in English, actions are louder than words. Isn't that true? Actions are louder than words. Our children, our grandchildren, they all learn more from our actions than our words, our advice, or our lectures. Sometimes as parents, we give our children a lot of lectures. But they only take, how much do you think they take from those lectures that we give them? Maybe 0.01%. Children are very observant, they are very clever. Today's generation is very different. They all learn from actions more. So we have to be very careful. We need to project our values in our actions for children to learn. That is much more of an impact on their learning. They learn a lot more from our actions than our words of wisdom to them. Remembering my father today, being his birthday, if he was here, he would have been 93 today. He left us last year, just before the main lockdown, at an amazing age of 92. So today, I not only remember my Guru, but I also remember my father, my Guru, my first Guru. Our parents are our first Gurus. Our mother and father, they are our first Gurus. I don't know why often people forget that how much role our parents play as Gurus in our life. Not because they only give birth and bring us in this world, but because they make us capable of being on our 2 feet, to live our life, to make us who we are today. Some parents are very good influence on their children and some are not. So it is so important to be good influence on our children. If we don't want our children to lie, and there is this beautiful example I would like to say, that how do children, when children are born, even when we are born as children, did we know anything? But we learn. We learn a lot, we pick up a lot from our home environment, our surroundings, friends, family, the society that we live in. Isn't it? But parents, as parents, we have to teach our children what is right and wrong. That is why we are given the role of being parents. Instilling good values in them, good moral values, good spiritual values, not only just education, not only just good school, good clothes, and providing them with things, but the main thing is the values. The main thing is the spiritual values. And how do we pass this on to our children? Through our own actions. A small example. When the phone rings in the house, and if a mother or a father says to the child, just tell them I'm not at home, I have then instantly taught the value, a wrong value to my child of lying. That is how the child learns of lying. Just tell them I'm not at home. So the child learns how to lie. The child then learns how to make excuses. If we want our children to learn to not lie, not to make excuses, then we have to not do that first. Have you ever come across this experience with your child where you have taught them something, and if they don't see you practice that, they will turn around and say, but mom, you said this. Dad, you said this. How come you are not doing it? Have you come across that? It's very important to practice our virtues, our values in our actions. I repeat this again, that actions are louder than words. I don't know how some parents can take their role of parenting so lightly, so ignorantly, so selfishly, that they don't understand the responsibility of bringing a life in this world and nurturing that life with love, care. See, the thing is, this is hand. If any finger is missing, something will be missing in the function of this hand. Correct? So it is very important to have all of this for the hand to function completely at its best. If we want our children to function at their best, give their best in life, and if we want to give our best from us to them, then we need to make sure that we provide all of this to the children, which is what? Love, care, spiritual values, emotional values, the science of life. We cannot rule out any one of this if we want to give a balanced life to our children. We need to make sure that we give all of this, and we need to make sure that we practice all of this in our life. Spiritual values, moral values, emotional values. Love, faith, hope, care, honesty, trust. These are all the ingredients that forms a good character of not just ourselves but also our children. If we form a good character of ourselves, then we become living examples of a good character for our children. You know, one small thing I can share from my parenting with everyone here is, if I'm getting angry, I have taught my children to get angry. When children are young, and of course parents are young, because maturity grows as we grow older as well. But if we have spiritual knowledge from an early age, we can make a lot of difference to the quality of life of ourselves and hence our children or grandchildren. If I was getting angry, if I was very impatient, and yes, I was, and a lot of us are, when children are young, thinking that we are teaching them discipline, we are teaching them not to be naughty. But in doing so, children learn how to be impatient and how to get angry. So Param Puja Gurudev is so right that if parents do what they teach their children to do, this world would be a different place to live in. This is a topic that I'm talking about for those who have just joined us. So how do we do that? We first need to nurture ourselves. We need to follow the good ourselves. We need to inculcate all those values within us first. And then our children see how we are, what we are doing, how we are handling situations in our life. And then they automatically learn. So beautiful. Param Puja Gurudev has written a very nice book on parenting, another parenting book that he's written on. And it is, the original title of the book is in Hindi. When it comes to my mind, I will just tell you. And in that, he has explained some of the most valuable parenting skills that we can learn at any age. It is not necessary that we learn only when our children are young. Even grandparents can learn for their grandchildren. And we as parents can learn at any age, even if our children have grown up. Even if they've grown up, it can improve our relationship with them. But one small tip I have for young parents is, which Pandit Sri Ram Sharma Acharya ji has mentioned in his book, is that when we teach children, whatever we teach, whenever we teach, when we teach them until they are 7 years old, their mind is like a sponge. It grasps everything very easily, very quickly. Once they are 7 years old, then they start learning everything from the surrounding. When I was a young mother, when my children were very young, I didn't know this, but I can definitely endorse that this is right. Whatever I taught my children until the age of 7, 8, 9, as far as I can go and remember, they still remember those things and they still practice those things without being told. Then when I started teaching them things after the age of 9 and 10, it became an upheaval struggle, because now they were growing up and they were stepping out in the world, started going to older school. Once they are teenage, after 11, they're into their teenage days, they start making their own friends, they start stepping out, wanting their own freedom. And then they start taking from their surrounding, whether it is friends, environment that they live in, that they are moving in. So that is a small tip for the young parents. If your children are still young, or if you are grandparenting and your grandchildren are young, then try to teach them the values that you would like to see in them as adults. They will grasp it very quickly. When they grow up, they will just automatically do those things without being told. It becomes a part of them. Let us not teach our children only just to go to the temples or do puja or do rituals. Let us teach our children values that they can practice and carry in their life and pass it on to the next generation. To live a very meaningful life, to bring out the best potential in them. So that was our topic for today, Thursday weekly sessions. Today I'm remembering the values. That my father passed on to me. Thank you so much everybody for being here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for all your love and support in these sessions. I hope you're liking them. I hope you're enjoying them. I hope it is making some difference. Life is all about learning. When we stop learning, we stop living. Whatever you do, enjoy. Be happy, keep smiling.